Good morning. Find a comfortable seat. Swing your legs, roll your shoulders, twist your upper back, wiggle in your seat. Sit up nice and tall. Rooting through your sit bones, lengthening through your crown, softening through your belly, but keeping yourself supported. Come into your breath. And I want you to really focus on your anchor points, your feet on the floor, the backs of your thighs on the chair, the sit bones. Feel the gravity of your body anchored down. Today's little quote I put out was that your breath is your anchor. So we're going to really focus on anchor points, stability, that good stuff today. Feel your breath deep down in your belly. Kind of rock, teeny tiny rock side to side. Just, it's not even visible if someone were to look at you. It's just a little tiny feel the side to side. Feel yourself anchored through your sit bones. Feel yourself balanced in your breath. I want you to slowly transition that side to side to forward and back. Very, very small. Barely visible. Be aware of the muscle groups that it uses to make this small movement. How this small movement feels. And transition your forward and back to little tiny clockwise circles. Rooted through the center of your being. Transition those clockwise circles to counterclockwise. Take a nice deep breath. Fill your lungs all the way up with as much air as you can. Let it out and come to stillness. Anchoring through our sit bones. I mentioned we're going to work on anchor points and stability today. So bring your arms to the outside on either side, palms up. And I want you to sit up nice and tall, drawing through the abs, reaching your crown to the sky. And I want you to lean to the right as if you're taking something from someone, trying to keep your arms parallel to the floor, not leaning over and leaning your arms. Reach right out to the side, engage through the abs. And breathe. Come back to center, nice and slow. Slide through to the left side. Keeping the arms parallel without letting your shoulders rise. Find a focal point and breathe. Slide yourself slowly back to center. And bring your arms forward, lead with the pinkies, tall through the spine. Abs drawn in, lean forward, pull the belly in, keep the back straight. Breathe. Shoulders down away from the ears. Slowly come back. Take the arms overhead, palms face each other. Lift and reach up like you're trying to put something on the top shelf. Reach, 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 reach. Slowly relax, elbows come down, relax through glutes. Let your arms float back down. Roll out your shoulders, forward and back. All right, we're going to lift a leg up. You have the option to lasso your leg with a strap of some sort if you would like to. If you want to challenge yourself, I will tell you that if your back's bothering you at all today, I would not challenge yourself. I would lasso my foot. We're going to start with the right one up, a little bend in the knee. You can hold on to the thigh if you want to instead. Grab pant legs if you want. Lasso the foot, whatever works. Toes are face up. Lengthen through the spine. Bring your right arm, right leg forward, palm up. Lengthen through the crown, deep breath. Exhale and reach forward. Hinging at the hips, reaching through the shoulder. You're going to take something from someone, reach the tips through the tips of your fingers. Belly drawn in, foot flexed. Don't hold your breath. Slowly bring your upper body back and relax down. Shake out your arm, shake out your leg. We do the other side. So if you're lassoing it, hold it with the right hand because we got to use the left one. Left foot up, foot is flexed to the ceiling, little micro bend in the knee. So you have to engage through the thigh to have that little micro bend. Nice deep breath, sit up tall, lengthen through crown, bring your left hand up, palm to the ceiling, hinging at the hips, leaning forward, draw that belly in nice and firm. Reach, breathe. Slowly start to come back. Relax your hands and leg, shake them out. We're going to do it again on both sides. So lifting up our right foot or lasso if you want. Soft bend in the knee. Right arm comes up, palm up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. Hinging at your hips, leaning forward, back is tall, lengthen through spine. Now imagine what it would feel like if you were taking a quarter from someone. It doesn't weigh anything. You'd barely feel it. Now imagine you were going to take a brick from someone. What muscle groups would you engage to get the weight of that brick in your arm? Engage through your shoulder, your chest, upper back, holding onto that brick. And relax, sit up, roll, shake out, whatever you want to do. Back to the left side, flex foot up, left arm comes up, lengthen through the spine through a deep breath. Exhale, lean forward, hinging at the hips, lengthening through the crown, keeping a flat back. Imagine taking that quarter, it doesn't have any weight to it. And then imagine engaging to hold that brick, the shoulder, the upper chest, the upper back, holding that heavy object. Breathe. And relax. Releasing down, sitting up, roll out your shoulders again. Engaging, little twist, side to side. All right, we're going to do some side to side stuff. We're going to start with our legs open. You can keep your butt back up against the back of your chair. We're much more stable when our legs are open. So we're going to do it open and then we will switch and do it closed. So make sure you're not letting your belly plop forward when you open your legs. Draw your belly in a little bit. Imagine that if your hips was a bowl, your bowl is spilling forward. I want you to tilt the hips back so that your bowl is nice and level, and it could be filled all the way to the top with liquid and would not fall in either direction. All right, right arm is going to inhale up to the side, lean to the left, lift through the right fingertips, shoulder comes up to ear, tall as you can be in the spine with a slight lean. Then take that left arm out to the side and reach for that quarter, that invisible object. Root through the feet. Breathe. Bring the left arm down first, and then slowly stack the spine, coming back up. And relax down. Roll, twist, and rock your hips back and forth if that's what feels good in between. We're going to go to the right side this time, starting with the left arm first. Inhale up and over. Tall spine and a little tilt over to the right, reaching through the tips of your fingers. Then bring that right arm up out at shoulder level, reaching to take that lightweight invisible object. Breathe. Bring the right arm down. Start to stack the spine, lifting through the left, and relax down. Roll it out. Twist it out. Whatever feels good, whatever your body wants to try and alleviate any tension. We're going to bring our feet together now, a little more difficult, and do the exact same thing. So if a little more difficult has you too worried, just open them back up and do it again the other way. I can't see you anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? All right, starting with the right arm. Inhale, arm up. Lean a little bit to the left, still long in the spine, lengthen through the crown, then bring that left arm out to shoulder level, palm up, reaching out for that item, that quarter, really lightweight. The right side of the body is stretched out. Bring the left arm down first, and then start to stack the spine, bringing it back up erect. Relax the arm. Take a moment again to roll or twist or whatever you need to do before we start with the left arm. Left arm inhales up, lengthen tall through the crown. Lift through the sit bones, little lean to the right, bringing the right arm out at shoulder level, palm up. Reach through the right arm for that quarter. Feel the abs engage, feel your stability waver. Press into the sit bones for anchoring. Right arm down, start to stack the spine, lifting left. And relax. Roll, twist, whatever feels good. All right, we're going to do a similar thing that we did earlier when we leaned forward. We're going to do it with a leg brought up. So we're going to start with the right leg up, and you can keep your sit bones to the back, or you can scooch forward up a little bit. It's up to you. You can also put the strap on that left foot because you're going to be lifting the right arm. Since we're on the right side, we're going to be lifting the right arm. So if you're holding a strap, hold it in the left. Otherwise, I want you to have your left hand holding onto that shin bone. So sit up nice and tall and just feel that beginning stretch in the right hip, glute, thigh, soft flex of the right foot, lengthen through the crown. Get comfortable. Where is your pelvic bowl? Are you tilted forward, tilted too far back? Are you rounding yourself back in your spine, making your pelvic bowl spill to the back? Sit up nice and tall. Bring the right arm up to the front, palm up, deep breath, lengthen. Exhale, hinge at the hips, reach through the shoulder to the tips of the fingers. Keeping the spine nice and long. Holding onto the shin of the left leg or your strap. Reaching for that quarter, that light weight. Breathe. Slowly bring yourself back. Relax your arm and relax your leg. Shake or roll. Ready yourself for the left side. Bring the left foot up. Use your strap if you want for support. Make sure you hold the strap with the right hand, or no strap, hold the shin with the right hand. Find that tall spine. Check your pelvic bowl. Give this little stretch just from sitting in this position in the hip and thigh. Bring the left arm up, palm to the ceiling. Deep breath. Exhale, hinge at the hips and reach through the shoulder to the fingertips, reaching for that quarter, very light weight, which means you're mostly getting a hip and glute thigh stretch, a little bit in the arm and back. And lean back nice and slow. Relax, release the foot. Switch sides, we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to imagine holding a brick, which gives you a little more rigidity. Say that word 10 times fast. I don't know if I can say it 10 times at all. Rigidity in the upper body. All right, right foot up, soft flex, lengthen through the crown, deep breath. Exhale, bring the right arm up, palm up, lean it forward. Reach through the shoulder. Shoulder actually comes forward. Reach through the fingertips. Now engage to take that brick, that heavy object. Engage the shoulder, the back, the chest, the bicep, the hand. You have a little bend in your elbow. You don't want to hold a brick with a straight elbow. Breathe. Slowly come back, relaxing through the arm, releasing the leg. Shake it out, roll it out, switch to the left side. Find that seat, find that support. Right hand either on your strap or your shin, lengthening tall, soft flex the foot, deep breath. Right, left hand comes up, palm up, lean forward on your exhale. Shoulder comes forward, reaching through with those fingertips, and then ready yourself to hold that brick. Engage the shoulder, upper back, chest, bicep, forearm, fingers. Stable and supporting that weight of that brick. Breathe. Slowly start to come back, relaxing your arm as you get there. Release and relax your leg. Shake it out. Roll your shoulders. All right, we're going to stand up and do our balance. So I'm thinking what goes great for a anchoring practice is tree. Don't you think so? So bring your chair up front, if you would like to use it for balance. I'm going to start on my right side. So I'm going to put my chair to the left. And our tree is going to have some challenges today. So you may or may not want to stand on your mat, depending on how. Sometimes it's better to be on something a little more solid. It's more stable. We're going to start with tree on the right. So we're going to root through our left foot, bring our right foot in with the heel on above the ankle and the toes on the mat. Open out your right knee as much as you feel comfortable doing. I don't want you to sit over into your hips. Level your hips out. Find a focal point. Try and soften your grip on your chair if you're using a chair for balance. Try not to lock your left knee out. Have a little small bend in that knee. Lengthen tall. This tree is going to be very different from our regular tree. This tree is in a windstorm. So you're going to keep your left hand available for support. You're going to bring only your right one up overhead, and then you're going to lean left. We have a strong wind leaning this tree over. Lengthen through your fingertips. Use that chair, but try and have a soft grip. Breathe. Come back up, nice and tall. Bring that arm down in front like we typically do if you're doing a one-handed tree. And I want you to try and take your foot off the mat. Hold on to that chair if you need to. We're still in that breeze. Lean to the left. Lean over. Breathe. Come back up. Bring the foot up to the calf. We're not going to lean into calf. You can try for two-handed prayer position if you want to, or just keep the one. Nice deep breath. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Good job. Shake it out. Switch your chair over or turn around. Wind's going to blow to the other direction now. Weight on our right foot. Slide the left heel up above the ankle. Left toes are on the floor. Open that knee up as much as you feel comfortable in the hip joint and the knee joint. Center up those hips. Try not to lean into that one hip. Try and keep them nice and level. If one benefit of utilizing a mirror or watching yourself on your camera is that your hips are level if your shirt is level at the bottom. Mine rolls up a little bit, but can help keep you more level. Try not to lock this supporting knee. Have a little bend in it, so engage through the quads and engage through the glutes. Breathe. Use the chair with a soft grip if you need to. Left arm is going to inhale up. And lean over right. Wind's blowing. Get stable. Root through that foot. Engage through that quad, glute. Breathe. Come back up. Bring that hand down to half of a prayer. Take the foot off of the mat. Mine's right below my ankle, so I could just easily just drop my toe down a little bit if I needed to. Oh, wind's blowing, lean. Feel anchored in that foot, strong in the legs. Breathe. And come back up. Bring the foot up to the calf. Now here's where I want you to practice going to two hands. Trying to release the chair. Pressing into your palms. Pressing the sole of the foot into the calf. Embrace the wiggle. Deep breath up. And release. Shake it out. All right. Let's flip our chair around and have the seat of the chair facing us. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to have the seat off to the side so y'all can still see. Feet about hip width apart or a little bit wider, maybe another extra foot width apart. Hinge at your hips, bend forward, hands to the seat of the chair, rock your hips side to side. Big rocks as far to one side as you can. Rock all the way to the right. Soften both knees. Really press into that right hip. Wiggle your toes. Bring your right arm over here with the left one. Opening up the right side body. Bend into the right knee a little bit if you want to. Just press into that hip a little more. Stretch a little more into the inner left thigh. Draw your belly in, flatten your back. Walk your hand up, reaching overhead. You can set it on the top of your chair if you want. A little more support. Engage through the shoulder, the upper back, and reach. Relax your arm down. Walk your right hand back over to the right side. Center up your chest. Slowly slide your hips back to the left and go side to side a little bit. All right, take hips left. Really lean into that left hip. Bend into your knee a little bit. Getting a good right inner thigh stretch. Take your left hand over here with the right one, opening up the left side of your body. Draw the belly in, flatten the back a little bit more. Reach the left arm up overhead or rest it on the top of your chair. Breathe. Bring the arm down first. Take it over to the left side. Bring your chest back to center. Slide your hips back and rock them side to side. Come up on your tippy toes. Have a soft bend in your knees. Down to the heels of your feet. Press your butt back. Weight goes to the heels of the feet. Soft grip on the chair, maybe even spidey fingers. So you're not really holding it. You're just touching it. Lift the toes. Find that anchor through the heels. Engaged knees over the ankles. Engaged glutes. Long spine reaching through the crown. And then start to come forward up on your tiptoes again. Kind of shake out your legs. Let your head hang. Shake it no. Then come back to flat feet. Press your hips back. Lift your toes. Open the knees up over to the ankles. Squeeze the glutes. Spidey fingers with the fingers. Long back. Lengthen through the crown. Root through the heels of the feet. And then come back to flat foot. Shake it out. All right, we're going to ready ourselves for the floor. Before we do that, though, we're going to do a forward fold. So you can go to your forehead or your elbows, or you can get the chair out of the way and just do a regular forward fold. Folding forward. Giving your body a moment to relax. Bend into your knees. Let your belly sit on your thighs. Utilize the chair for support. Either if you have your forehead on the chair, let your arms hang onto the floor. If you have your elbows on the chair, let your head sink through. Let it hang. Relax your upper back. Nice deep bend in the knees. One more breath. Either flatten your back or pull the belly in and roll up, whichever feels better. Inhaling all the way to the sky. And exhale. Shake it out. Make your way to the floor. We are going to go to our back. rolling all the way back. You can either draw your knees in and roll or take your feet to the outside and flop. That's up to you. Give yourself a moment to just let the gravity relax through your upper body. Get situated. We're going to anchor ourselves, our torso of our body. Imagine that the torso of your body is like a bag of soil. You know, when you go to the store and you pick up a bag of soil and how they're flattened out and they're piled nice and high, they're nice and flat, and they're just dead weight, just completely dead weight. Imagine that you have a bag of soil torso. It's just dead weight. It's rooted into your shoulders, into your hip bones. It's just dead weight on the mat. Moving our arms and legs, our appendages, was going to make us engage our core more and make that weight more stable, more steady. So I want you to lift your right knee up over your right hip, and I want you to point your right toe so that your shin bone is parallel with the floor. However high your leg is, your foot is right now, that's going to stay that far away from the floor, if that makes sense. If you're on the floor, you can't see me, but I'm not really doing anything but holding my leg up. Knee starts over hip. You're going to take a deep breath. Exhale, straighten the leg out, but keep the foot in the air. Inhale, bend the knee back right up over the hip. Don't go any further than the hip. Inhale. Exhale, straighten that leg out. Keep the foot in the air and then bring it back in nice and slow. Right over the hip. One more. Inhale. Exhale, straighten that leg out, keeping it in the air. Draw the knee back all the way into the chest. Hands on the shin or behind the thigh. Draw it all the way in and relax the whole leg. Rock it side to side, roll your ankle, anything that feels good. Right foot on the floor. Left foot comes up. Left knee is over left ankle. Left foot is pointed. Shin bone is parallel with the floor. Deep breath. Exhale, straighten that leg out. Keep the foot off the floor, the same level. Bend the knee back in. Stop where it's right over the hip. Deep breath. Exhale, straighten that leg out. Draw that knee back in, right over the hip. One more deep breath. Exhale, straighten that leg out. Draw that knee in through center all the way in. Hands on shin or back of thigh. Relax the whole leg. And kind of rock it side to side a little bit if you want. Roll your ankle out. Whichever feels good. And foot to the floor. Bring the right one back up. Knee over hip, toes pointed, shin parallel to the floor. Take the right hand to the ceiling. Keep the shoulder blade on the mat. That's part of the dead weight. When we take our deep breath and move our arms and legs, our foot's going to go out toward bottom and our arm is going to go overhead. And it's only going to go about 45 degrees overhead and then come back. About the same distance that the foot is. Deep breath. Exhale, arm overhead, legs straight, come back in, hand over shoulder, knee over hip. deep breath. Exhale, extend. Draw back in. One more deep breath. Exhale, extend out. You can inhale and bring it back in. Bring them all the way in together, bringing the hand and the shin towards each other. Roll it out, relax the leg, relax the arm. Foot on the floor, relax your right arm. Left side, knee up, knee stacks over ankle, foot is straight, shins parallel with the floor. Arm to the ceiling, shoulder remains on the floor. Deep breath. Exhale, extend. Inhale, draw in, right over the shoulder and the hip. Deep breath. Exhale, extend. Draw back in. One more deep breath. Exhale, extend. Draw back in. All the way to each other. Grab that leg, relax, roll it. Good job. Both feet on the floor. Walk your feet to the outside edges of your mat and go ahead and flop side to side. All right, I did not tell you this ahead of time, but you might want your strap. So if you need to grab your strap real quick, it will be our last big hurrah before Shavasana. We're going to lasso our right foot. Keep your left one on the floor. And you don't have to use a strap. You can put your hand behind your thigh. We're going to do big toe. So you could grab your ankle or your foot. It's out there. If you're not used to doing big toe, grab your big toe. We're going to take it out to a 45-degree angle. Instead of taking it out to our side, we're going to take it kind of up and out. So lasso your foot if you've got your strap. Take your right foot to the ceiling, soft knee. And we're going to start by just going across the midline a little bit. Breathe. Bring it back to center. And we're going to take it out to the side, only about 45-degree angle for a moment. Then bring it back in. Now we're going to bring it to the upper corner. Instead of straight out to the side, we're going to come up to the corner. Now you may not be able to go very far up to the corner. That's okay. Stop when your body tells you to stop. Breathe. Come back in. Balance right over your hip joint. Soften your knee. Now you're going to bring it up towards your head. Breathe. And relax. Put your feet in the air. Left side. Balancing over the center. We're going to take it across midline to start. Micro bend in the knee. Soft flex of the foot. Bring it back to center. Take it to the outside, but only about halfway down. I want this engaged. I want it active. I don't want you to relax into the stretch. Back to center. Now we're going to go to the up corner quadrant. Root through the back of your body. Soften that knee. Squeeze through the outer right glute. And push through that foot if that helps. And bring it back to center. Balancing over the hip joint and then drawing it up towards the head. Soft knee. And bring it back to center. Unlasso your foot. You can do a few rolls, a few flops. Relax any tension through your back, through your legs, and prepare yourself for Shavasana. Pillows, blankets, bolsters, eye pillows, or masks. Get yourself nice and situated. Maintaining that heavy torso feeling. Rooting through your back body, feeling anchored into the floor. Make sure your legs are supported to support your back. Come into your breath. Feel the connection with your breath. And I want you to imagine yourself sitting on a boat. You feel that gentle movement of the boat. The sun is shining. The water is deep and blue. And there's just that tiny movement that tells you I'm not on land, but I'm comfortable. Everything is good. Looking out on the horizon, you see where the sky meets the water. Feeling that gentle motion of the boat, that rocking of the boat. It's almost in tandem to your breath. You're not sure if you're feeling the waves of the breath coming or the waves of the motion of the boat. You succumb to that gentle movement, that gentle rocking. And you allow yourself to melt into that seat cushion. Feeling the warmth of the sun on your face, your torso, your legs, your arms. Almost as if the warmth of that sun is melting you into the seat. You have your feet propped up, laid back slightly, taking in the rays of the sun, feeling a small breeze so we're not too hot. We've relaxed our head, our shoulders. We're relaxed through our belly, no longer requiring it to hold us upright. We're relaxed through our hips, down our thighs, our calves, and our feet. Our breath and the rocking of the boat are one in tandem with each other, gently moving, keeping us awake, but drawing us into relaxation. I want you to allow a thought to come to your mind, remembering the last time you felt unanchored, the last time you felt maybe out of control, whether it be in anger or sadness or anxiety. Drawing that most recent thought to your head. Remembering how it felt. But then feeling that breath in your body and feeling the relaxation of the rocking of the boat. And allowing yourself to let that fear, anger, or anxiety go. Taking an extra deep breath just to help release it out. And can you remember a time when someone close to you in the not too distant future made a choice or decision that felt very out of control? Maybe you took on anger or fear, anxiety for this person. Nothing that you did of your own free will, but someone else's stuff. Can you take a couple of breaths and release that out? Release it to the rocking of the boat. Return to that soft breath. And can you bring to your mind's eye what you use as an anchor in your life? Maybe it's a person, a spouse, or a child. Maybe it's a spiritual practice, anchoring yourself to God's word. Maybe it's a location you like to feel anchored in your home, in familiar settings. Maybe it's a job. You feel anchored to a job. That's where the stability in your life lies. When things feel out of control, do you have an anchor point to return to? Could you find an anchor point if you don't have one? No matter what's going on in the world, our breath is there. It can anchor us, bring us back into center. Just sitting and focusing, sitting and breathing. Allow yourself to have a little bit deeper breath. Anchor a little bit more into your being, into your body. Allowing with each breath things to fall away, to feel within yourself, to feel within your breath Feel strong and stable and steady. Reminding yourself to connect with your anchor point, with your stability. First, start with your breath in any situation and let it draw you back. Let it remind you what you need for stability. Take one more deep breath, filling your lungs all the way up. And as you exhale, release the vision, release the boat, release the rocking. Feel like that bag of soil laying on the mat, on the floor. Heavy gravity, heavy arms and legs, heavy torso. Take another nice deep breath. And as you exhale, begin wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists and ankles, bending elbows and knees, squeezing glutes, shrugging shoulders, turning your head side to side, arch and contract your spine. Bringing some more movement to the body, waking it back up. Draw one knee at a time into your chest. Roll a few times or just sit still. And when you're ready, roll over onto your side, stacking shoulders, hips, and knees. Feel gravity transition to the side body, rooted into the floor. Readjusting. Peel yourself up off the mat. Now root through the sit bones. New anchor point, new perspective, new vision, new day. Taking your right arm, inhale up and over, lean to the left. Exhale, bring it back down. Left arm, inhale up and over, leaning to the right. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, both arms, inhale up. Exhale, release them down. Last breath, inhaling up. Hands come together overhead, bringing them down to your chest, lengthening through your crown. Flutter your eyes open, and namaste.